today we're going to go through a few exercises that you can do with one hand weight, or you can use a weighted Pilates ball. So the benefit of doing something with one weight is it just adds a little bit more instability and makes our core muscles work a bit harder. Okay? So as with any exercise, listen to your body, ease back off where you need to, or if in doubt, do the exercise without the weight. Okay? So I'm just going to start holding the weight in the middle, just relaxing the shoulders, loosening everything off. Okay. So from here, just going to start to get the shoulders moving a little bit by just taking the arms up in front and back. Okay. So try not to let your back arch, keeping a little bit of connection through that midsection. Nice tall posture. Okay, one more here. At the top, we're coming over to one side, let the body lean across and up and over. Relaxing back down with the arms. And let's go again. Coming up and over, back into the middle and over. Relaxing back down. One more time. Up and over. Exhale, back up to the top and over. Back into the middle. And we're just going to cause a little bit of rotation. So hips to the front, top half going round. Back into the middle and round the other way. Relax the arms a second. And let's go again. Exhale round and round the other way. And we're going to get the legs working a little bit with some squats. So I'm just going to go hip width with the feet and coming down and up there. Okay, so you can do whatever you like with the weight. You can hold it in the middle there. Or if you want to work a bit harder, we're going to go forwards with the weight. Okay, that's going to cause a little bit more work through the back of the body, a little bit more stability required. So make sure it doesn't pull you forward like so. Okay, try and keep the back elongated. Okay, one more here. And I'm going to take that into a split stance, so big stride, and I'm going to start into one hand. So if you've got your right leg in front, the weight's going in your left. Level through your hips and just coming down and up to start with. I'm going to add in the shoulder, so we're coming into a lateral raise. Okay, the whole time making sure we're staying tall through the body, not allowing the torso to collapse to the side. One more here. Stopping at the bottom, take the arm up and over, creating a lovely side stretch and back. Let's have two more of those. Control and over again, keeping the hips to the front. And last one. And let's come up and switch sides, switch legs. So big stride back, level through the pelvis, down and up to start with. Thinking about your front leg, making sure it's working and staying in a nice straight line. Okay, adding in the shoulder. So again, we're working through the midsection, particularly the opposite side. We'll be working quite hard. One more here. Adding in that side bend, down and over. And again. One more here. Come back into the middle and loosen the feet off there. I'm going to take this into a little bit of balance here. So again, I'm going to go back. So Left hand with the weight, right knee coming up. Same idea with the arm, coming up with the arm, up with the knee. Okay, if you can, I'm going to try and circle the arm at the top here. 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. And let's go again, circling. If you can go around the other way, great. And relax it down. This time we're going to circle, and then I'm going to add a forward fold. Circling through, leave the arms still, folding forward in 2. I'm going to pass the weight underneath and up the other side. Underneath and back to the start. Pop that foot down, and we've got one more go on this side. Knee comes up, we circle. 2, 1. We fold in 2, leave the arms still, oops, and then pass underneath and up the other side. You might notice I'm cheating, I've got my foot against the cupboards. I mean, you can cheat as well if you need to. Okay, loosen that leg off, and let's try the other way round. Right, I'm coming away from the cupboards now, so I can't cheat. So level through the hips, knee comes up, arm comes up. Okay, just make sure your shoulders stay relaxed. It's not scrunching up. Oh, and we're going to circle this time. Good, and let's try and circle the other way. Okay, adding in that forward fold, so we're coming up, we're circling. Forward fold, leave the arms still, passing under to the other hand and back. And let's have one more go. Knee comes up, circle, and then forward fold, leave the arms still, pass under, up to the other side and back. And then relax there, loosen the feet off, and we're going to come down onto hands and knees here, okay? So I'm going to start with your cat stretch, so breathing out, rounding up and scooping down. Exhale, rounding up. Scooping down, and then one more going upwards, and here we're going to just find our neutral spine, and we're going to start with the hand weight, and I'm going to start just with your opposite arm to leg. I'm going to stay on the same side because it's a bit of a faff to swap. Okay, so you'll notice compared to without the weight, it's a little bit harder to maintain your neutral spine. Your body is going to be tempted to dip through the middle. Okay, try with the other arm. Doesn't matter if your arm isn't going exactly horizontal. What does matter is that your shoulder isn't scrunching up to your ear as you're moving. Okay, back to the first side, and we're going to add a little swing to that. So we're coming out, we're swinging the arm and the leg out to the side, back into the middle and replace. Let's have 3 more this way. Okay, really aware to keep the whole of the body still. The only things moving is the arm and the leg. And let's switch sides again. Oops. Okay, 2 more here. Connecting through that midsection as we extend. And just resting there. Sit back, stretch. And we're going to come down onto your front. And you've got the arm at the side. Okay, the other hand is going to bend. Sorry, the other elbow is going to bend. So you've got it sort of in a square shape. Okay, so here, got the shoulders back away from the ears. We're coming up with the body, up with the arm. The hand on the floor can help you a little bit. Okay, so you're going to notice that the opposite side, lower back, is working quite hard here. Okay, 1 more here. And we're going to switch to the other side. So, a little bend in the elbow, arm comes up, body comes up. Okay, breathing out as you're coming up if you can. If you need it to be a bit easier, you can bend your elbow on the side with the weight. And 1 last one. And relaxing down there. Coming through to a little cobra stretch. And then back up onto hands and knees. And we're going to get those glutes involved just a little bit. So we're going to round up through the back, side to side with the hips. And then take your weight or your weighted ball. And that's going to sit behind one knee. Okay. If you aren't confident on this, do it without the weight. Okay, so I don't want you to drop it. So if that will sit there, if it will fit, that should sit quite nicely. So we're going to go connected through the middle, so we're not arching the back, and opposite arm to leg there. Now you have to be really aware that your foot is going directly to the ceiling. If you get any tilt going on, that's when we end up dropping the weight. If you've got a weighted ball, you're going to struggle if you've got loose leggings on. Okay, so just bear that in mind. Okay, 1 last one here. Leave the leg at the top, put the hand down. Move that leg across, side to side. Okay, I've got 4 more like this. Hopefully feeling those glutes and hamstrings working a little bit here. And then I'm going to leave the leg in the middle there and I'm going to pulse for 8. Pushing the foot to the ceiling. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest it down. Shake the wrists out and switch sides. So I'm going to spin around. This sits in there. And we're going to start with opposite arm to leg. So connecting. Even when both hands go on the floor, you might notice one arm or one sort of hand taking a little bit more pressure. Okay, it's just counteracting the weight. Thinking of the glutes, thinking of the midsection. 1 more. And then pop your hand down, moving across and in.
Controlling everything else, making sure everything else is still. 4 more here. 3, 2, 1. From there, pulsing upwards. Little pushes. Squeezing the hamstring, the glute. 4, 3, 2, and the last one there. Relaxing down. Sit back, stretch.
Okay, and we're just going to rest, just shake the wrists out if you need to. And we're going to come into a little bit of plank work. Okay, if you're not confident with plank, this works if you leave your knees on the floor as well. So I'm going to just start with the weight in the middle and just make sure I can fit. So I'm going to bring it through to plank position. I want feet just slightly wider than you would normally have them. I'm going to move the weight forward with one hand, bring it back with the other. Okay. All you're doing here is creating instability. And you're having to work your core muscles to control that instability. Just pop your knees down, have a quick rest, and we're going to do it the other way around. So we're going to start in that plank position. One hand puts it forward, the other hand brings it back. Try and minimise how much wiggle you've got going through your body. It is going to wiggle a bit, you're changing the weight from one hand to the other. One last one. And relax it down. Sit back, stretch. And we're coming into some side plank next. So again with side plank, you can either be in short side plank where you've got the knee on the floor, or if you're feeling really confident in plank, in side plank, you can come up to full side plank. Okay? So we need your weight with you. I'm going to stay on one side for a little while. So the first one that we're going to do, into that side plank, we're taking the weight up over your head and down to your thigh, or down to your side. 2 more like that. And 1. Pop your knee down, quick breather. Adding in next time, it's going over your head, down to your side, and then we're going to thread underneath and up. So here we go again, same side. Over, down, underneath, and up. And again, over, to your side, under, and up. Over, to your side, under, and up. 1 more. Fab. Okay. Let's try those on the other side. So, bring it across. Short side plank or long side plank. Up to you. Get ready with those legs. Make sure your feet aren't too close together. And we're coming over and down to your side to start with. Okay. Relax back down a second. We're going to add that thread underneath. So here we go. Over your head, down to your side, thread under and up. Over, side, under, up. 2 more. Last one. And relaxing it down. Fab. Right. Let's come on to your back and we're going to start with some abs. So I'm going to start off just hugging the knees, rocking side to side. And just relax the feet back to the floor. One hand behind your head, one hand on your belly. Big deep breath in, big strong exhale out. As you're breathing in, let your belly rise. As you're breathing out, think about connecting through that midsection. On your next exhale, head and shoulders are coming up. And we're maintaining that connection through the middle. I'm just going to do 4 more of these. And all we're doing here is just getting that mind to muscle connection. Really tuning in to those abs. One last one. And then relaxing the head down. So I'm going to take your hand weight. If you have any neck issues, leave the hand weight out of this and carry on supporting your head. Okay, if you want to do this bit, that's great. So I'm going to hold it with one hand, and as your head and shoulders come up, I'm going to lift one knee, pass underneath, put that foot down, and it goes around your head. Other leg comes up, and around. So we're still thinking of using the abs, just keep alternating which leg. We're still using the abs to bring the head and shoulders up, okay? You might find that it's a little bit harder, you've got the weight involved. Okay, one more here. And then we're going to go around the other way. So, keep alternating legs still. Okay, make sure we're still exhaling as we're coming up, still focusing on that connection around the midsection. One last one here. And relaxing for a second. Just hug the knees. The next one's a little bit more intense. So for this one, again, if you need to support your neck, just do the legs. Okay, ignore the hand weights. So for this one, both legs are coming up. And I'm going to bring the head and shoulders up, let one leg lower. Pass underneath. It's not going around your head this time. Switch legs, pass back. So we're scissoring the legs. Okay, we've got 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. And we're going to have one more set of those. So head and shoulders are going to come up, both legs up, connecting through that midsection. One leg lowers, and here we go. 8. Exhale as you swap legs. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest it there. Hug the knees, have a little breather. And we're going to bring this into 90 degrees with the knees. Hand weight again. Okay, so this time we're going to go with a opposite arm to leg just to get going. Exhale as we extend. Bring it back. Stick on the same side. Okay, really nice and strong through that midsection. One last one, looking after that neutral spine. Make sure we're not arching the back. Let's swap legs.
small breather there, draw the knees in, realign everything, and we're going to go again with a little swing to the side. So back onto the first arm, extend, swing the arm wide, swing the leg wide, back, and replace, sticking on the same pair. Okay, having the weight above your head is definitely going to cause more temptation to arch your back, working harder through the abs to maintain your neutral spine. Let's switch sides. Extend, swing wide, in and back. Two more here. And one last one. Bring it back, hug the knees. Okay, final thing in this position. Both hands on your weight or your ball. And I'm going to go with a double leg extension. Both arms are going over your head if you can. So big, strong exhale. Imagine you're almost creating a V shape. So you're not taking your feet to the floor and you're not taking your arms to the floor. We're all about the neutral spine. So if you're struggling with keeping it neutral, make your V more closer together so the arms are going to the ceiling more and the legs are going to the ceiling more. If you're finding that you're managing well, try and go a little bit lower. Okay, 3 more from here. Really squeeze those inner thighs together, squeeze the heels together, get a little bit more help from the legs. One last one, and rest it down there. Hug the knees up, and then we're just going to do a little knee roll here. So arms out to the side, either feet down on the floor or up in the air, knees over. Big strong exhale, back up to the top and over. Just make sure you haven't put your hand weight in the way. And let's go one more time. Releasing through the back. Come back into the middle, pop your feet down, and we're going to start with some spine curl. So I'm just going to begin by peeling and pushing the hips up. And rolling back down. Just get the back moving. We've done a lot of stability for the spine just recently. Okay, really concentrating on the glutes. We're going to need those in a second. And one last one. And relaxing down. Grab your hand weight. Okay. So as we go up with the hips, I'm going to keep the hips at the top, open with the arms out wide, come up and swap. Okay, we're staying at the top here for another 4 after this one. Okay, so we're working hard through the legs and we're working through the midsection to stabilise against that weight. Okay, so you're going to notice it in the back as well. Okay, no problem that the back's working. It's always good to work those muscles. Relaxing back down. We're going to try that now with one leg. So, weight in your right hand, and we're going to be lifting the right leg. So you're going to be working hard through your left. So hips coming up, left leg comes in the air, strong through the pelvis, open and up. We're not swapping arms here, we're just moving that right arm out and in. Keep that left leg working nice and strong. 2 more on this side. And last one. Relax back down, switching sides. So we've got left arm, we've got left leg going in the air, right leg working hard, making sure the pelvis is staying level as possible. 3, 2, 1. Relax back down. One more set of those each way. So, right arm, right knee, out and in. 6, 5. Keep the hips nice and high. Last one here. And relax it back down, switch sides, hips come up, and left leg. Left arm out and in. Exhale as the arm comes back up to the top. Oops. Okay, and relaxing back down. Hug the knees, rock side to side. And just take one leg up for a hamstring stretch, gently persuading that leg towards you. Big deep breath. See if you can exhale and persuade that leg a little bit closer. And let's take it the other way. Breathing out, allowing that stretch. And deep breath, gently persuade it a little bit more. And relax it down, hug the knees. I'm going to rock up to seated. And I'm going to take your right leg over, left arm hugs, sitting up nice and tall, rotating around. Really breathing out into that stretch. Should be a bit of a stretch down the side of the hip. And then coming the other way, switching legs. Left leg over, right arm hugs it in, sitting up tall before you go round, and breathing out into that stretch. Come back into the middle and just rest the legs however you like. You like that, whatever. Big stretch forward. Big stretch open through the chest. Pop the hands behind, arching through the back just a little bit. And then one hand over. Up and over. Nice big stretch up, stretch wide, and we're there. Well done.